Hello YouTube, I'm Ninja Tom, and welcome back to my super elite mega awesome walkthrough of Homeworld. Alright, so mission 2 is complete, we're getting ready to start mission 3, and I've built some new ships. I've built 8 salvage corvettes. Now we're going to use these next mission to capture a bunch of enemy frigates that are attacking something that we don't want them to attack, okay?
Acknowledged.
8's a good number. If you had to replace any heavy corvettes,
Responding.
you may be down a couple, maybe down to like 6. 6 is fine. 8's the ideal number. This is pretty much as you can build. This is it right here. You can't build any more than this. Yeah, because I only have like 28 research here. I think I could build more scouts. Nope, can't even build more scouts. That's all we got. All right. Everything's researched, and now we make the hyperspace jump. We're gonna quick dock.
Hyperspace initiated.
And good thing that hyperdrive worked, huh? Otherwise we'd be in a lot of trouble. Because main engines don't work either. Alright, skipping the cutscenes. You guys really should be like at least attempting these missions on your own before watching mine, because otherwise you can be like, oh, not only is everything spoiled, but I didn't get to see the cutscene and enjoy the full effect.
All ships auto-launching.
Alright, we're going to have to move really fast here. Really fast. So we're going to set them to claw, set them to evasive, and we're going to move them over here. Our scouts.
Everything's gone.
Oh, that's rough, man.
Carrick is
That's
burned.
rough. Hey, remember in the beginning when Carrack wasn't on fire? That was another moment you should have savored. BT dubs.
The scaffold has been
Ninja
destroyed.
Tom, you're so callous. I know.
All
We're going to move our salvage corvettes over here, and we're going to set our scouts to attack the enemy assault frigates.
Low Karak orbit. Receiving no communication from anywhere in the system.
Interesting fact is that this game actually scales its opposition based off of how many ships you have. So, the larger your fleet,
The cryo
the larger fleet that will be sent against you.
These ships are different from those
So in
we
some
encountered
ways,
in the Kar Salim. It is likely
you're
they
really
were
not
involved in
helping
the
yourself a
destruction of
whole
Karak.
lot by building a gigantic fleet, because you're never really going to completely outclass the ships that they're sending against you.
Destroy the rest.
But that's not our goal here with capturing all these ships. We're not trying to completely outclass our enemy. We're just trying to prevent ourselves from being completely outclassed by the enemy. Okay, so our dudes are in a pretty ideal position, so we're going to go ahead and commence the capture Zors. Alright, these 4 are going to go for you. Okay, and you 2 are going to go over here. Now, it is possible to save all 6 of these cryo trays. It is entirely possible, and that may be what is about to happen. Oh, sweet. It's a rare day I get to look this good on the YouTube. Okay. But you see, you saw how I moved the salvage corvettes into their next to the enemy frigates, and then told them to capture. Because if I had just sent them in, the 2 frigates that were attacking my scouts would have just turned right around and blown away our salvage corvettes. Alright, good job Ninja Tom, good job followers for accomplishing this. If you did, that's actually something of a challenge to save all 6. You only have to save 1. There's really no benefit to saving all 6 because the game only keeps track of them up to number 5. What I'm going to do here is something I normally don't do. I'm going to save on screen, and I'm going to tell you why. All 6 cryos. Because sometimes when you capture all 6, the game bugs out. And if I had captured 5, I had a joke where it's like, oh, the reason I didn't capture all 5 is save all 6 is because sometimes, you know, the game will bug out. But that didn't happen, so I'm just going to tell you straight up. Jokes notwithstanding. So, okay. I am kind of proud of myself. I played through this game many times, and it's a rare day where I actually managed to capture all 6. It's quite difficult.
Enemy units neutralized. Begin salvaging the cryo trays.
Alright. So.
Those trays contain all that remain of our people. Without them, we will become extinct.
We're going to go ahead and start the salvaging of the cryo trays. No reason not to. Now, the first assault frigate that you... These are assault frigates, new players. The first assault frigate that you capture is doesn't get spit back out. They don't give it back. That one doesn't really count as a capture. It's for the plot. You don't get an assault frigate out of it. However, the other ones you do get will be given back to you in the form of delicious new ships. Yay! So these are assault frigates. They're designed to be sort of the workhorse mainstay of your frigate fleet. They've got four far large guns and I think like a plasma bomb launcher on the front, so they're pretty decent against everything. They're great against corvettes. I'm gonna skip this. They're great against corvettes, especially salvage corvettes, and they're decent against other frigates. I have them, I use them, but they are far from an integral portion of my fleet. Typically, I rely more heavily on something you'll see later, which is called an ion cannon frigate.
There we can hide and prepare our fleet
It only
for
takes
an
one.
assault.
Okay, pow, I forgot. Okay, so this mission's pretty short, fairly straightforward, so Mission 4 will be a part of this episode.
Our research division has analyzed the captured frigate. We have reverse engineered the drive
So now he has some
technology and
research
developed
is
2
able to
new
do.
ships.
Pow.
Plans for a third
And as you can
vessel are
see,
underway, but
the
will
support
require
frigate
frigate
isn't.
chassis
Where is it?
research.
Yep, the support frigate is now
Enemy
available
assault
for
frigate
construction.
captured.
That's good. That's one of the ships we need. And now we just wait for them all to be captured. It's actually a pretty poignant moment. First playthrough, it was like, oh, God, I'm like terrible with pretending to feel emotions. True story. Not a whole lot to talk about right now. Next mission,
Cryo tray loaded.
we'll just
100,000 people secured.
there's going to
Enemy
be
assault frigate captured.
another larger battle, more things going on. There's not a whole lot of resources to be harvested here. That's sometimes you just kind of get gypped in that respect. I'm kind of tempted to just cut it here because you know what? Yes, I'm gonna cut it here and then I'll join back once I've built the fleet for next mission and we're gonna jump out because nothing is going to happen. I'm gonna process the rest of the assault frigates. I'm gonna get the rest of the cryo trays, and that's the end. That's the rest of the mission. That's all we've got left. Okay. All right, guys. See you after the cut. And we're back. Okay, so the game did in fact glitch out because I captured 6. So what I did was I went ahead and waited until they destroyed one and then captured them. No big deal. Didn't take long. I didn't lose any salvage corvettes or anything the second time around. Everything's all researched. I built 2 support frigates. And I'm going to go ahead and assign them Group 5.
Group 5
I'm
designated.
going to assign our assault frigates to Group 4.
Group 4 designated.
Built 4 more salvage corvettes to bring us up to 12. And I went ahead and reinforced my scouts to have 10. You don't actually need to reinforce your scouts. I ended up with 6 after this mission. I lost 1. As long as you have around 5, you should be fine. We're going to need them as a distraction, much as we did this time. I guess I didn't really explain that too well. I'm sorry, it's because I had to act very quickly. You have to use the scouts to distract the enemy assault frigates, and then use your salvage corvettes to capture them. There's 4 enemy assault frigates. 2 of them will always attack the cryo trays, and 2 of them will attack your strike craft. And that's fine. You want them to attack the scouts and not your salvage corvettes. So now that we've got that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and make the hyperspace jump.
Auto docking.
And we're going to quick dock as always.
Hyperspace engaged.
And skip the cutscenes. Alright, and here we are. So,
All ships auto launching.
now that we're here, one of the first things you want to do is queue up
Hyperspace jump successful.
2 more support frigates.
Production underway.
Oh, let's see what they're going to talk about.
Scanner data indicates asteroid density is highest in this region. Commence resource gathering.
Okay. We are going to do that here in just a moment. We want to queue up 2 support frigates and 4 heavy corvettes.
Construction commencing.
You'll notice that the cost of the ships that I'm
Resource
building
controllers are
is
available
more
for construction.
than the cost of
To
our
improve the efficiency
the
of
more than we
collection,
actually
build
have.
one
Now
and
these are
position
actually
it
ships
near
we're going
the
to use. This
asteroid
is
band.
I'm not wasting money here, but the key here is to have as little money available as possible. You want less than 650 or 650 or less resource units before. Okay, you want to have 0 resource units when your harvester goes out, and then when he comes back. Because here in a second, someone's going to show up and offer to sell us some guns. And if you have 650 or less resource units, they'll offer it at a lower price.
Support frigate complete.
Okay? See my logic there? Alright, we can go ahead and send him out now. This will be at 0 before anything else happens. Alright. Go ahead and assign him to Group 5.
Reinforced.
Now, we're going to take...
Resources exhausted.
So here we've
Construction
got
paused.
12. So we're going to send 2 about 8 kilometers to the starboard. We're going to send 2 about 8 kilometers to port. So that's about 3, so about 11 kilometers total.
Destination confirmed.
And the remaining 8 about 10 kilometers. I'm going to math it a bit here, behind the mothership. Because some enemy ships are going to approach us while stealthed, and then... Come on, guys. It's okay. You can all go. Being evasive. Alright, we'll just put you in broad formation. That's F6 for broad formation.
Understood.
Okay. And by placing our dudes where we have, we'll be able to be pretty much behind the guys that are going to show up and allow us to capture them essentially immediately. They're going to turn and shoot the mothership. And this is one instance where the mothership cannot handle the damage that's about to be unleashed upon her. So, we have to act relatively quickly. They're not going to take her out in like 2 seconds, but she will do some pretty impressive she'll take some pretty hefty damage from the enemy ships. This mission is where ion cannons become available to us. Yay, ion cannons are great. They're the big anti-capital ship laser beam that you see. That's very iconic for this game, and I think it's neat that you're traveling out in space, you encounter another culture, and they're like, "Greetings, we are the trade culture, and would you like to buy some giant guns from us?" That's just sort of how they say hello. And since we say hello by shooting people in the face, I think that these two cultures, our culture and their culture, have a great future together. And they agree. So it actually works out very well for everyone. They sell us giant guns, and we buy them and shoot people in the face. All in all, just an amazing relationship is blossoming, and you get to see it happen. They say build and deploy a resource controller. That is entirely up to you. If you're impatient like me, you're probably going to do it. You're probably going to do it. But as impatient as I am still much more interested. I'm more interested in playing optimally in this instance. I will never build a resource controller. They're expensive and they're superfluous. They're unnecessary because soon we will have carriers, and carriers can do everything a resource controller can do. In addition to being carriers, they can, you can carry ships inside them. They can dock and refuel and build everything up to frigate size. So you won't actually ever see me build a resource controller. Also, you're not going to have to deal with how long it takes for him to harvest the resources, because you won't have to see that. That'll all happen off screen. Now, the guys that I was talking about are going to show up as soon as Mr. Resource Collector here moseys on back to the mothership. And the reason I said 650 resources or less in your bank when they show up is a resource collector's full load is 650 resources. So they're like, oh, that's all you have? Well, here, we'll sell it for cheap. think the difference is I think it's like a 300 resource unit price point difference. I forget. Well, we'll see. I think it's like 500 normally, and it's 300 if you don't have any monies when they show up. We'll see. And there's no need to buy the ion cannons from them right away. You don't have to do that. I recommend buying it from them at some point before they'll hyperspace away if you take too long. But when they'll say it's like, "Oh, we must leave," you can buy it from them just right then. It's pretty quick. It's not tough to do. I think that you can actually get access to ion cannon technology by capturing the enemy ion cannon array frigates that are going to be attacking us and we'll be capturing, and then you retire them. So that's definitely one option. Well, that might be an option. I don't know. I will have to play through this mission again and then let you know in the end, because that's
Long-range sensors indicate a mothership class mass signal.
that's the trader guy. That's a fair, not insignificant savings. That's a whole Corvette. That's a salvage Corvette and a strike craft, a fighter. So not insignificant. All right, come on. Yep. See, here they are. 300. Yep. Okay. Yeah. No, it's normally like 500, I guess. And like the cheesiest way to do this is to go ahead and the most optimal. I won't say cheesy.
Depleted. All jobs on hold.
The most optimal way to do it is to just mine everything and then accept their trade. I'm not going to do that because that would be very boring for you. So I'm gonna get one more load so I can afford it, and I'll finish my construction here, and then we will proceed. We will buy it, and then the enemies will attack. We'll capture them with our salvage corvettes, and then we will shoot them with giant laser beams, generously provided by them, free of cost for us. That's just the spacer way. Okay, so a brief interlude about support frigates. You hold Z, it brings up this little health indicator, and you can just bandbox it around the ships you want to repair. Typically, that's a terrible way to do it, because they'll clump up to one side of the formation. I'll have him do it on these guys, and you'll see. The support frigate's AI works like this. They will repair the ship nearest to them that is damaged in their selection group. What does that mean? It means that if you have a big formation of ships that are all taking fire, the support frigate will constantly repair the ones at the top, on the right. See how he's there on the right side? He'll keep repairing these two, while this poor guy over here will be completely destroyed, because they repair the ship nearest to them that is damaged, not the ship that is most damaged in their selection group, as you typically find in more modern RTSs. Which means that you need to control your support frigates, or you need to give them instructions with some foresight. What I'm going to end up doing is have each support frigate. Look, I'm going to have a second one out here shortly. Look, whenever the harvester gets back, and this guy is going to repair the 4 on the right, and the other one's going to repair the 4 on the left, which will more efficiently divide their efforts. Alright, cool. But yeah, the support frigate AI is pretty derpy. You have to work around it. Another fun fact. Okay, so normally, like, see how it's got that little symbol? Like, you have the arrow, and then it's got, this hand thing next to it, and then you click and it lets you do something. And so you want your ship to dock with the mothership. Alright.
Mothership.
Well, crap, that didn't work. You're supposed to left click. You have to
Mothership.
double click. Double clicking is how you get ships to dock with a specific ship. If the ship also has this. That's why you have to double click, because normally left clicking selects it and then it brings you into that. This is the case for the mothership and carriers. Resource collector and support frigates, you can just single click. Oh, no, you have to double click them too. Correction, you have to double click ships to get to dock with them. Haha. I know what I'm doing, guys, I promise. I promise. Okay, so my harvester here, he's gonna dock. I'm gonna make sure he doesn't go back out to harvest. I'm going to finish my constructions, and then I'll have enough left over after that to purchase the ion cannon from them. And then after that, the music will start, as it were.
Docking complete. Thank you. See you next time.
All right, there's our last
complete.
heavy frigate, or heavy corvette. There's our last support frigate. We're going to go ahead and was it group 5, right? Yeah, group 5. Assign him to group 5. Set him on these 4.
5 copies.
You guys are all group 2. Put you in wall. Put you in aggressive. Put you guys in claw. Put you in evasive. And we're going to buy the giant guns now. Thanks, guys. Hey, no probs.
Tyrannic raiders, servants of the Tie Dam, are arriving. They must not learn of our contact. We must depart. All that moves is easily heard in the void. We will listen.
Alright, they're going to warp out, and then the enemy's ion array frigates are going to uncloak. I'm not sure on the timing of this. It may take a little while.
Acknowledged. Reporting.
We're going to set them to aggressive.
Flight pattern to
We're
wall.
going to set him to harvest.
Prepping for collection. Group 1 copies. Coordinates confirmed.
If you're not certain where an attack is going to come from, but you want your strike craft to be able to handle it, it's a good idea to just move them above. Just move them up. Enemy ships are more vulnerable to the tops and sides, especially the tops, bottoms, and sides, especially the top. So just move your ships up and have them sort of dive, your strike crafts particularly, and have them just sort of dive down on them. And you'll generally have better results in terms of strike craft survivability. In terms of time on target, it will be effectively unchanged. We're just waiting on the space pirates. Well, the other space pirates. We are also space pirates. As evidenced by... Okay, that's why this right here is why I sent my... these guys right here is why I sent my heavy corvettes with the collector. So they can just handle that when it eventually spots... Yep, here it comes. Oh, wrong guys. Papow. There we go. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and handle that. I think it's a bunch of enemy strike craft. Yeah, it's just their fighters. Okay.
Tyrannic raider fighters are attacking. Prepare for more hostile ships to arrive.
Yeah, got it. Okay. They'll be able to clean this up handily.
Intercept course punched in.
We're going to send our scouts to assist.
Clearance received. Group 2 responding.
I generally always leave my scouts on evasive. They're not there
Locked on target.
to kill the enemy, they're there to annoy and distract them. They are very fast, they're cheap, and they're agile.
Group 5 to combat stations.
Group 5, huh?
Group 4 under attack.
Okay.
Group 1 received.
Letting this get away from me a little bit, I apologize. Our assault frigates will be perfectly capable of dealing with these guys.
Group 5 reporting.
Put you guys on aggressive.
Group 3 responding.
And our scouts will be able to clean this up easily. My corvettes are just gonna eliminate these guys. My resource collector is gonna be honey badgering his way around. Just not even caring.
Group 5 reporting enemy contact.
Pattern. Intercept course punched in. This is group
See how much more effective they are when you focus their fire? Pow.
locked on target.
See? Pow, pow, pow.
Group 1 to combat stations.
Alright, group 1. Alright, so we lost one of our scouts. That's fine. So doesn't matter.
Group 4 receiving.
You see how our resource collector was attacked, and as a result, he's heading back to the mothership. That's fine. That's pretty much exactly what we want him to do. Head back, get repaired. We're gonna put our scouts in neutral because there's only a few enemy strike craft remaining, so we're just gonna handle that.
Group 1 reporting enemy contact. Target confirmed. Engaging.
Take out that one. Perfect. I took out that one.
Locked in. Intercept to combat stations.
No.
Attack clearance.
Swing around, engage that one. Alright, scouts. Let's get them out of there. Let's get our assault frigates in. Alright. Scouts, you guys handle that. Alright.
Mothership.
Remember, the mothership can handle these enemy strike craft. Alright, so don't get flustered. Don't get worried. There's nothing to be afraid of here. You may lose some scouts. It doesn't matter. Okay. Just stay calm. Focus your fire and don't let your fleet, don't scatter your fleet all over the place. Alright, just keep them nice and compact. They may attempt to shoot your salvage corvettes. Don't worry. Your supply frigates
Mothership.
or your support frigates are perfectly capable of keeping them in health. Alright. Okay, here we go.
Several tyrannic.
So, come on, take me out of this stupid cutscene. Okay, so, we pause. And unpause. And then pause again. See what I did there? I select my two salvage corvettes. Right? Unpause, salvage, pause. Okay? Simple as that. I'm going to make sure that I did it right with these guys. Unpause, salvage, pause. Here's where it can get a little ticklish with these guys. So you unpause, bandage, or bandbox, not bandage, and then there's no reason to repause because the music has started. So, ideally, your support frigates will be able to keep your guys alive. Seem to be doing a pretty good job of that, don't they? Now, you want to make sure that their strike craft aren't going to be picking off your salvage
Combat
corvettes.
stations.
Sadly, she said something got lost. But I'm cycling through my dudes, and the answer is negative. Okay, important note. Now that your salvage corvettes have latched onto enemy ships, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Don't tell them to do anything. Just leave them alone. Let them go in and handle the biz. Okay? Alright. Glad we can agree on this. Now, sometimes, on some maps, you will occasionally find that you've captured a group of ships, and they're all heading back towards the mothership, but one of those sets is going very slowly. Okay? And it's not because you don't have enough. One thing you can try doing is just change the tactics on the salvage corvettes that are attached to that vessel. Sometimes that will speed them up. If that doesn't work, you may have to just select them all and then click on the target again, and they'll detach and then reattach, and hopefully it should be fine. All right. If you have to do that, get a support frigate down there to make sure they stay repaired. But that will occasionally happen. It's just a little glitch. Usually, switching tactics will fix that.
Enemy
Okay.
ion array frigate captured.
Now, one thing we are going to do is lock. We're going to cycle all of our strike craft back in. Alright? Boop. Okay, stop with that guy. How's that? Yeah, that's good stuff right there. And we're going to put our support frigates onto our assault frigates for the moment. Okay? I'm just going to make sure they're all repaired up. We're going to get all of our scouts docked. We're going to get all of our ships nice and neat, and docked and ready to go. Okay? And we're going to put the salvage corvettes that have already captured their ship.
Mothership.
No, you know what? I retract that statement. We're going to leave them out. What's going to happen next is once we've actually processed all of these ion array frigates that we just captured, they're going to attack us. Again, some more with their carrier and some more ion array frigates. We're going to destroy the carrier with the ion array frigates we just captured. And we're going to capture those two ion array frigates. And then, at that point, the enemy fleet will be destroyed. And then we're going to retire all of those ion array frigates. That's right. You heard me. We're going to retire them. Because they take up valuable frigate slots, and they suck. out of control. The ion array frigates are bad. They're slower and less maneuverable than a usual ion array frigate. That's saying something. Their hit points are a little higher, but they don't self-repair. And they, like all of our frigate-sized vessels will slowly repair themselves up to maximum after taking damage. The ion array frigates don't do that. That's bad. That's actually a pretty big issue in a battle, because it takes away from their longevity. Retiring them will give us a large amount of resources that we can then repurpose for our own superior ion frigates. And yeah, I mean, they're bad. They're bad frigates. They're not good. Some people say you should hold on to them. I'm not one of them. I disagree. I don't think you should. There's nothing wrong if you want to hold on to them. That's fine. You'll have some extra ion cannon frigates for the next mission. But I don't feel that they add anything to your fleet. So you can just recycle them or retire them and then replace them with your own superior design. Okay.
Enemy ion array frigate captured.
All right. So here we got 6 that we need to process, and then I think there'll be 2 more.
Salvage Corvette released. Stand by receiving crew. Salvage field released.
I know, not terribly thrilling right now. The next mission we'll have a lot more to talk about. Right now we're just waiting for these things to all get processed so that we can engage the remaining Tyrannic Raider capital ships and then call it good. This is one of the few times that collision doesn't really happen. See? No collision happening there. It's purely scripted. They don't run into anything or explode, which is good, because some of the ships we're going to capture won't actually really technically fit in there. Well, nothing technical about it. They'll still process them, but they will totally clip through the sides. The Tydani carrier, that's the big one. These are the Tydan ships. All right, this is one faction. This is the Tydan. All right, and then the other bad guys are these guys. These are the Tyrannic Raiders. I think I mentioned that already. And then the big horseshoe trader ships that's Ventusi. They are our friends. Okay, so group 4. You are also group 4. There's all 6 of them. Put them in wall formation. Move them up in front. We're going to set a support frigate specifically to repair the mothership. We're going to set 1 to repair these 3.
Support is on the way. Hang in there. Acknowledged. Awaiting assignment.
And 1 to
Group 3 receiving more copies.
Alright, see? There's their carrier moving in. Okay? Pretty simple stuff still.
Underway.
We're going to tell the scouts and the
Wall formation.
heavy corvettes to move. We move the scouts up.
Destination Group 3 acknowledged.
The Raider carrier has been located.
Alright, here it
It is
comes.
reinforcing their squadrons of
Alright,
fighters
shut
and
up.
corvettes.
Shut up. Alright, group 4. Engage. Group 5.
Copies.
Repair.
Support command.
Group 3. Move over here. Group 1. Annoy those 2. Be evasive.
Target confirmed. Group 2 receiving. Group 3 reporting.
Alright.
Group 2.
A couple important things to note. They will totally ram you with their damn carrier, so
Destination confirmed.
you gotta maneuver.
Coordinates confirmed.
The mothership is under fire.
Group 3 reporting. Group 3. Destination
Shoot.
locked in. Salvage target acquired.
Okay, we're gonna lose some
Where are the
salvage corvettes.
support command?
That's fine. We're gonna have plenty of money after retiring these ion array frigates. This is the first one of the first times we'll have something of a surplus.
The mothership is under attack.
We're going to set Group 5 to repair the mothership. Right, Group 4, okay. We're going to maneuver them. Whoa. We're going to maneuver them to a better position so they're better able to engage. We're going to set them to aggressive, and we're going to tell them to open fire! Exactly like that. Yeah. See, that's pretty good. Pretty decent damage considering that there are 4 support frigates. Support frigates just Healy beaming away at it. Right, but it's not going to be able to withstand this much firepower for long, this carrier. Alright, he's going to try to...
Carrier is retreating.
Yeah, he's going to try and run away. We're not going to let it. Sphere, aggressive, engage. Necessary? Not at all. Not at all. See, it's not going to make it out of here. Whoa, 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 crap. See what I did there? I did the thing that I told you that well, that was actually an accident. I wasn't trying to select my salvage corvettes at all. Get right down to it.
Mothership.
Get on there. Don't you ram that salvage corvette. Oh, you giant dick. Okay, so... Alright. So, what went wrong there? What did Ninja Tom do wrong? He accidentally told his... What the hell? Whoa, stop! Okay. Several things went wrong there. We're going to start with the obvious one. I told my salvage corvettes to do something. That was an accident, but an excellent example of why you should never do that. It slowed the whole process down and caused a salvage corvette to get rammed by the enemy carrier. Alright. Apparently one of the enemy ion array frigates was in the targeting bandbox for my frigate fleet. That was a mistake. Though you notice that by setting them to evasive, they immediately stopped attacking. So maybe I didn't tell them to attack. They were just attacking it because sometimes you get a wild hair up their ass and they'll attack ships that are they'll even attack ships that are being salvaged. So you put them to evasive, they stop doing that. It's really the only way to get him to stop doing that. Like even giving a cancel command by hitting tilde won't make him cut that crap out. And a move command, they'll just scoot around while still shooting at the target, which normally is what you want them to do. But there are times where you're like, no, don't do that, and that's one of those times. Okay, so
Mothership.
what we're gonna do now is get all our nice ion array frigates here and retire them. This is going to take a long time.
Mothership.
It is going to take a long time to retire these ion array frigates. And that is because they're stupid. Here, this one's the one that's going to retire right now. Observe. I'll show you one and then we'll cut while I do the rest of the harvest. He'll take this spiral pattern all the way around to go in. Every time. There is no way to stop them from doing that. Believe me, I have tried. Okay? I'll let you witness the stupidity for yourself just once, and then after that, I will, we'll cut.
The Tyrannic Raiders have been defeated. We can now
Yeah,
return to our
we'll cut,
immediate goal.
and then I will come
Preparation
back,
for an attack
and that will be the end of episode 2.
devastated
Episode
Kara.
3 will be the next mission, and probably
Using data
only the
from
next mission, because the next mission is
vessel
much more
captured at Kara,
complicated.
We have been able to determine their location. If we strike now, we can take advantage of their damaged condition.
Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut now, and I will see you guys after the break. Alright guys, construction's finished. Harvesting is still ongoing, but for the purposes of this video, this mission is complete. So, here ends episode 2. I have increased my fleet. I've increased my salvage corvettes to 14.
Backup assigned to Group
I've increased
3.
my heavy corvettes to 20.
Group 2
and I have
reassigned.
Retired all of the ion array frigates, which they give 300 resources each. We have a bit of a resource surplus. That's always good. And I will see you guys next time on episode 3. Ninja Tom out.